I am now. Sorry, didn't work the first time.
Try again.
If not, shoot the computer, get a new one, and try it again.
Okay, you can pay for it.
Only for your worth
No.
apples.
How's that? This is your stuff.
If I had a good paying job, maybe. Because you've been a friend for me for but stuff.
All right. So last week, after breakfast, you guys explored your new tavern and found a secret door leading you underground into a pretty big bar area with a small stage. Through some more doors, you found some offices further down below. Party left Lonelywood about 10 a.m. and headed east towards Trim Lane. You went around Trim Lane and traveled around. Wow, fix that. Traveled around Trim Lane on the lakeside, headed towards Targos. An uneventful day of walking extremely slowly through the snow got you about 7 hours from Targos, where you found a drift in the snow that you were able to turn into a suitable igloo for the night. On Celestine watch, she woke up Claudette a bit early so that she could get some one-on-one time with her, and they realized that y'all left Bastille in Lonelywood. Nobody thought to go wake the strange bug creature when they left, and the next day they continued towards Targos and decided to keep on trucking towards Bryn Shander. Continued on instead of sleeping in the elements and hoped to get a nice bed to sleep in. The guards let you in, and you headed to the Northlook Tavern right inside the gate. Northlook Tavern and Inn, and were able to get some steaks and ale, and eventually headed off to bed. So as each of you wakes up in the morning, you notice the enticing smell of bacon wafting through the second floor corridor.
Illiken will do his daily rituals before he leaves the room, praying and looking over the dragon skin or the scale, and then he'll walk downstairs towards the sound of or smell of food and sound of voices.
I get up and, pack my gear together and head down to the common room. When I get down there, I park my bag in a chair and sit in another chair and wait for the maid to come by and take my order.
Come by and she'll say, we got bacon, 2 copper a slice, scrambled eggs, 1 copper per helping, and ale for 2 silver, or grape or apple juice for 5 copper each.
Okay, I'll take 2 helpings of eggs and a couple slices of bacon and ale and juice. And here's a gold to pay for it. You keep the rest.
Thank you kindly.
Illiken will take glass of water and glass of milk if you got it.
You'll bring me a glass of water.
Arden will get up, pack up his gear, go downstairs, see where everybody's sitting, sit down by him, wait for the maid to come back, and place an order.
I'll do the same. Just get ready and join them and order some food as well. I'll give her a gold as well.
Thank you kindly. Okay, so you get your food. You're eating.
While I'm eating, can I listen around for any rumors or gossip or anything interesting going on here in the tavern?
Sure, give me a perception check.
Guess not. Damn, this food is good.
You hear that there's someone mention heard some goats and cattle have been going missing on the Eastway close to Goodmead. Every so often, no signs of attacks. The animals just appear.
Pelican listens to the room.
A perception check. You hear a dwarf as he's passing by the table. A couple dwarfs are passing by the table, and you hear one of them pop up and says, "Rumor has it in Dugan's Hole there are wolves that can talk. Believe the lot of them have been drinking a wee bit much lately. Talking wolves."
What's that again?
In Dugan's Hole, there are wolves that can talk.
I chuckle at the words of the. I wait until the guy passes by and I wave over the waitress, barkeep, or waitress, depending who's ever close.
She'll come by.
Where I was wondering, where's from here? Where is Dugan's Hole or uh, where between Dugan's Hole, where would once again? Let me think of how I was going to say it. We're on our way to Goodmead. I was wondering if Dugan's Hole is on the way.
No, sir. They're Goodmead. If you follow the east way and you turn off before you get to East Haven, that'll take you about 6 hours or so, I've heard, on foot. Faster if you've got better travel. Or if and then if you continue on past Goodmead for another 4 hours, you will see Dugan's Hole.
But both of them are in the same direction then?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And I look to the party and I give her a copper piece for her answers.
Thank you kindly.
And I tell the group what I heard. One of the the dwarfs just passed by, talked about talking wolves past Goodmead. And I know we're on our way to Goodmead, and the waitress just told me that it's all in the same direction. So after we deal with the giant in Goodweed, let's go check out the talking wolves.
Are you sure those dwarves weren't just drinking a little too much?
I'd assume they were. However, we've already dealt with talking fish, potentially talking moose, or attack a wild a moose. And so maybe it's dealing with that, with the Ice Maiden.
Either way, it's worth a look. Especially since we heard yesterday, or day before, that there were people afraid of winter wolves in Dugan's Hole. So, doesn't hurt to take a look as long as we all agree.
I'm in agreement with that. I do have to go and see if I can get some glasses that I can help see at night, because I'm blind as a bat right now. Since we're in such a large town. And carrying around a torch when you're trying to sneak just doesn't work.
While we're here in this big town, shall we take a while and search around and wander, investigate, or shall we try to get Illiken's goggles and then go on to Goodmead?
I think we should get on towards Goodmead and Dugan's Hole, see if we can take care of this.
Yeah, Because we go there first and come back, we may have something that we're looking for when we get here, but we won't. But it won't be interfering with our. One won't interfere with the other until afterwards.
Okay. I I don't have any other pressing concerns or interests, so
Does anybody else need to go shopping and would like to go with me to see if we can find something?
I'll go with you.
sure, I'll go along. I just didn't know what we were planning.
He looks over at Eagle and
Not Eagle.
Arden and checks. And he is coming with us so that if she appears. So yeah, he nods to her and says, "Okay." Puts down his empty glass of water, stands up, and starts walking.
I stopped the serving maid and asked her, "Where do we find the closest general store?"
That'll be Whitby's General, just down the street towards the center of town, right across from Black Iron Blades.
Okay, so fairly close.
Yes, about 4 blocks down.
All right. Thank you for the information, and I toss her a copper.
Illiken's
you
outside
kindly.
and just freezes. Like, where am I supposed to be going?
Okay, we head to Whitby's General.
You get into Whitby's General, short human. As you walk in and says, "Welcome to Whitby's General. I'm Penley Whitby at your service. What can I get you?" Fine group of wow, you are. Haven't seen a Goliath in some time.
He grins, flexes a little bit. I was wondering if you had, and he explains what his need is, and if there was something that he knew that he sold that would meet the requirements, or if there was another store that he might want to go to.
Big spenders, huh? Well, I do not have them here. If you found the Arcane Emporium on the southeast side of town, you might find something there. Typically, they cost around 2,400 gold.
Illiken's eyes and shoulders just drop. Like, yeah, it's all summer. I guess it's something I'll have to save.
Sounds like you want to invest in torches. I'll ask him if he has any arrows.
Yes, we have plenty of arrows. Be 2 gold for 20 arrows.
I'll take 20 of them.
Here you go. Shuffles around in a barrel behind the counter and gets you a stack of 20 arrows.
Do
And
adventurers
I'll give them gold.
Sorry, Arden. Do adventurers often come in and sell you items that they've picked up?
Here and there, yes. Hasn't been many adventuring for the last couple of years. Not much of a market anymore because of, well, the winter. But yes, when I can afford it, I will definitely give you a good price for anything that I could possibly resell.
Have you bought anything from anyone recently?
I have not.
Okay. Thank you for your time, and I'll go ahead and give him a couple of copper.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Okay.
He does. He asked, "How much are your torches?"
I'm giving to you about, let's see here, do 3 copper each.
Okay. He'll take 20.
I'll lay them out on the counter for you.
And how many silver pieces would that be?
Quite
How
10
many torches
copper,
did you buy?
20. Is it 10 copper per silver or 100 copper per silver?
10 copper. These 6 copper pieces. Or 6 silver pieces.
Okay.
All right. I step up and pull out light crossbow and 20 bolts and lay them on the counter and say, "What would you give me for these?"
Light crossbow or
Light crossbow and 20 bolts.
I can give you a gold for the bolts. The crossbow itself, I can give you 18 gold.
All right. That sounds like a fair deal. And would you give me 20 arrows?
Certainly.
If my math is right, that means that you're going to give me 17 gold and the arrows. And you get the crossbow and bolts.
That is correct, sir.
All right, a pleasure doing business with you.
And with you.
He looks at anybody else in the party to see if he needs anything else. Anybody else needs anything?
You will speak up and... Can I interest you in maps of the area? Can I interest you in cold weather gear?
How much are your maps?
I'll give you the general map of 10 towns for 12 gold, or I can give you certain maps of each town for 2 gold apiece.
He asked you to look at the maps and decide.
I'll put them out on the counter.
He looks at the party and says, "What do you guys think?"
I'm sorry, what were the map options?
12 gold for a map of the general area of 10 towns. Just has the city names on them, and then 3 gold apiece for maps of the towns.
Like the individual towns type thing?
Yeah.
The one for the individual area might help you guys, and I grew up here, so I, for the most part, know where most of these places are. I've never actually seen it on a map, but and I don't know most of the towns well enough to be able to guide you around, but I can tell you where they are, so.
Illikin looks down, looks at him, says, "As much as I would love him, I can't afford him." Slides it back. But when I make the money, I'll be back.
Olive juice. And pickle juice.
What are you saying?
Pickles.
2-hour game, or is it until you quit, or what time do you start? What time do you
Oh, I think he's talking to my mom.
Pickles.
I'm
Different.
sorry, I thought I had my mic shut off.
Yeah, sure you did.
Just trying to make us envious of those pickles. We get it. Are we leaving, or you guys still
Yeah, I
got
think
stuff
we're-
to look for?
Anybody need anything else? Outside of character. DM's money grabber, man. Wanting more money than we got.
Actually, I'm thinking these prices are fairly straight on.
No,
I would be charging more than him for map shit.
I know they are. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind it, but I'm looking at my goals saying I can't even afford one map. That alone 3. No, sorry. And I really need the goggles, so I'm like, yeah, I gotta save money for that.
So are we going to this,
Sorry, that was accidental.
are we going to this arcane vendor of yours?
Yeah,
Illiken?
we can go to the arcane vendor and see what he's got. So
You've got 2,400 gold.
he might have something else that he might suggest.
Well, it's always good to be optimistic.
On the way, he asked, are any of you guys apothecaries, or not apothecaries, but herbalists, or is it herbalism?
Depends on what you're wanting to do. What are you wanting to do?
Just wonder if any of us made potions.
I have some skill in herbalism. I can make some basic healing potions and antitoxins.
Okay. They walk towards the herbal or the emporium.
Did anyone get directions on where this arcane emporium is?
He walks outside, turns around, walks back. Where is the emporium?
Down by the southwest gate. Or sorry, southeast. Sorry. It's on your way to the east gate. Just a little bit south from here.
He gets a little better instructions and says, "Thank you." He walks back and he goes, "Really, thank you for all the help you've given." Turns around and walks outside and says, "It's over that way." He says a couple streets over.
I guess we head that direction.
I'll just follow everybody.
And I was asking in case you might know of a spell or not a spell, but a potion that would help me at night.
Not. That would be more of an alchemy ability. I'm not as familiar with other such potions and elixirs as that. I just have the basic knowledge.
Okay. And he just has small talk. Okay, he tries as bad as he is to have small talk, which is a bunch of, let me throw a question out there. Okay, let me throw another one out there. Then you guys are not talking. I'm going to shut up.
I think since we're going to uh, a magic shop, basically, we could probably ask about, potions and spells and maybe some simple gear like just a dark vision goggles and see what happens.
I thought that's what I was asking about.
Yeah, but it works better if you ask the storekeeper instead of us.
Oh, okay. We continue to walk on to the emporium.
Alright, so you get to out right there. Takes a little while to walk up and down some streets. Get to the Arcane Emporium and you walk in. And there is a gnome standing strangely behind a counter, just kind of hovering there. Welcome, 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 welcome. What can I do for you?
Elikim walks up to the counter and he asks, "Yeah, I heard you may sell items such as night goggles or other things here, and I was wondering what your price are for them."
Just one moment. We'll go back to the back and come out with a pair of goggles and say, I could sell these for you. 21. Yep. 2,100 gold pieces.
He looks down and he goes, "That's what I heard him say about it. I can't afford that. Do you have anything that might work for assisting other than such a high price item that somebody can use until he's able to afford something like that?"
I could cast Dark Vision on you for the low price of 120 gold. However, that would only last you about 8 hours.
I thank you. Anybody else? Question we had on the way in is if there were potions or anything, or recipes that would help with it that you might sell.
Stock is going low with the winter, but I definitely have some stock still in. I have potions of healing for 63 gold per each.
Thank you. He appreciates your help. He gives him a copper for the honesty and but not being able to make a sale. He walks back and says, "Can't help me." Walks out.
Do you by chance purchase items from adventurers?
Here and there when they come in, I haven't seen an adventurer here in 6 or 7 months. Y'all lot are hard to come by since the Winter Queen has decided to make this place her home.
Okay, thank you.
My apologies.
As Verhees is walking out the door and he hears him say that, he turns around and he goes, "How did you hear about the Winter Queen?"
Have you looked outside lately?
Oh, I looked outside. I was wondering, if it's just common knowledge or if somebody told you about it.
It's pretty common knowledge these days. Back 2 years ago, can I remember exactly how I came to gain this knowledge? Not really. I don't recall whether somebody told me about it or if I found out another way. I don't really recall, sorry.
That's okay. I was just curious, but thank you again. Turns around and walks off. And you can tell, by the way, it's just his personality. Not that he's like, "Oh, okay, goodbye." It's just how he is or the race is.
Okay, I'm good to leave.
Yeah, I don't see anything I want to talk about, so I'll leave with you.
I'm ready to go.
As you leave and start heading towards the east gate, you get about 2 minutes away from the Arcane Emporium, and you notice a person sitting near an alley in tattered clothing slowly gets up and makes her way to the party. As she nears, you can barely notice her face as being an older human woman. And she motions to nowhere.
I see her motion and step over to see what she wants.
She whispers to you in really quiet tone, and I just sent you the whisper. And then she walks away.
After she's gone, I turn back to the group and say, that was strange.
You know her. I mean, I should say, you can act however you want with the party, but you know her.
Yeah, I remember meeting her when I lived here. But she's not talking about here. She's talking about some person in Goodmead. And Shandar Froth. I've never heard of him or her. Doesn't make much sense.
Illiken says, "Are you sure you didn't meet him when you were drinking?"
Well, when I'm drinking, I could meet one of the gods and I wouldn't remember.
Illiken laughs.
When I'm drinking, I'm drinking. And I do my very best to give it all my attention.
Well, do you want to chase her down and talk to her? Or do you want to go towards the escape?
Let's go on about our business.
Alright, you guys head to the east gate. They open the gate for you, and you head out onto the east way. Who's leading your merry band of misfits?
Illiken will start. Okay, does Illiken know where he's headed?
Don't look like it.
You know the area, and you haven't been to some of the bigger cities, or bigger towns, I should say. But you know of them. You know your way around in general.
Okay, he'll lead then. If he knows where he's going, he'll start heading in the general direction of Goodmead.
Give me 6 survival check.
Said 6.
Yep.
How badly did I? Ouch.
Okay. So, takes you about 9 hours to get to Goodmead. Alright, so as you come up to the town, you start seeing a few houses dotted along the path. Eventually, you make your way up to a sign marking the boundary of Goodmead. Apparently, I lost.
I got us here where we want to go.
Just one sec.
Okay.
So, as you make your way up to a sign marking the boundary of Goodmead, a dark brown drinking mug made of a cut-off section of horn with an antler handle added upright and centered on a white field, representing the town's mead exports and its cold, snowy climate. As you get to the center of town, you start to hear a bunch of buzzing coming from one particular building, which happens to be quite large.
It'll kind of lead the way inside the building that all the noise is coming from, but it'll also, when he walks in, he's trying to, he's actively trying to hear conversations.
Give me a perception check.
Holy moly!
What sounds good to you?
Pickles sound great to me, personally.
I can barely hear it.
Out of character, is there supposed to be a map on the screen or not?
Yes, there will be soon.
Okay, all I got is a black screen, so I very better ask.
Uh,
There we
is
go.
that better?
That's fantastic.
And as you guys get into Goodmead, Claudette will share with you the map that she took from Whitby's. Which is why you can see all the towns on the map there.
When you said took, do you mean that she purchased them or just pilfered them?
It is in your possession now.
I'll ask no more.
Rather, it's in her possession now.
Illiken likes her.
Milliken or Burheis?
Oh. Illiken likes her because she got a map. Verizon likes her because she knows how to acquire things.
Okay, so, as you walk around the town, you notice that there is no lodges, no tavern. It's a pretty small town. There's a couple people here and there that are walking around, mostly looking like they're just super busy trying to get here and there. Going from a residence to either the two large buildings at the center of town. You would hear people talking about general statements about the speaker that was slain a few days ago, or about a week ago, about 10 days ago. And you would also hear some stuff about wishing that they could get back to shipping the mead.
What are you laughing? What are you laughing about?
I look at the group and ask where we want to go.
Bagels from the bakery.
No, we're eating healthy. Your binge and my tummy are over, man. All
Hey,
right?
Dad, your mic's on. Tell Mom.
I just turned it off.
Where does everybody want to go?
Well, it seems like everybody's going towards the big buildings in the middle, so why don't we go there and see what's going on?
He goes over that way.
As you approach one of the buildings, one of the big buildings, one of the people on the streets comes up to you and looks at you and
Do you want to refill?
looks the party over and says, "You might do. For the last few weeks, livestock has been going missing here and there, and we easily figured it was wolves trying to stay fed in this miserable everlasting winter. But a few days ago, we were prepping a delivery of mead for Bryn Shander when Speaker Kendrick, a giant of a man himself, stood his ground against this giant and did not fare very well. After skewering Kendrick with his spear, the giant made off with 3 barrels of our mead. I cannot help but wonder if some of our livestock was also taken by this giant. Every tavern in Icewind Dale is accustomed to receiving regular mead deliveries, and we cannot produce or deliver mead fast enough. Since the attack, all deliveries have halted temporarily. Some of our residents have tried to save Kendrick, to no avail. His body lies in the local shrine. Outside of splinters and slips, we don't have much need for a healer, so the closest place for one would be East Haven.
Okay, out of character, if Finnegan was here, I'd look at Finnegan. Because he's the only one that... Oh, wait a minute. He looks over at, one second. Celestine and sees if she is able to... She has something that may heal him.
I just saw in chat. He looks like White went to the restroom.
I have cure wounds.
As you mentioned that, this guy will say, "Oh no, Kendrick is past saving now. He's been dead for a few days."
Oh, okay.
I'm in the car. I apologize, but I'm on my way.
You had work. Good excuse.
Thanks for understanding. When I bury the body, I will let you know where I buried it.
No, I never said I wanted to be a accomplice. I just said you had an excuse.
Coincidentally, you stole a map.
Ooh, I stole a map?
Yeah.
I think it probably falls under the heading of petty theft. It was only a couple of copper.
That was 12 gold.
Oh, okay.
It was the big map of the 10 Towns region.
Oh, okay. Well, still not that much. But thank you because it helps us.
Okay, I apologize. I got a phone call. Life is going to get better. I promise.
Keep telling yourself that.
What would you like us to do for you? Pelican asks.
Sorry. Well, you seem much more able-bodied than our militia, who actually went after the giant, but they haven't returned yet. What would be the chances that you could go and bring back our mead? The town would be very thankful for it, I'm sure. With that giant dead, we could get back to sending deliveries out to the other towns again.
Tell us more about this giant.
Well, he went off towards the west of town in the forest area. That's all that I can really tell you about. I wasn't there. That's just from rumors that I heard of what happened that day.
Verais just shrugs and says, he doesn't admit to anything, but he looks at the party and just shrugs.
Seems like we have extra party members.
White. To catch you up, y'all left. Illican guided you along the east way. Got a little lost during the 6th hour, and it took you about 9 hours to actually make the 6-hour trip. And you got in, and we are on the Goodmead map now, and you were heading towards the mead hall at the center of town, and this guy stopped you guys and gave a little spiel about Speaker Kendrick dying, or getting skewered with the giant spear, trying to stop the theft of the 3 barrels of mead that were supposed to go to Bryn Shander. And since then, all deliveries have stopped because the speaker died a few days ago, and they no longer have a speaker, and now basically the city is in turmoil, or town is in turmoil.
Okay, so the speaker's dead. They haven't gotten a new one yet.
Correct.
Do they elect speakers, or how are speakers selected?
Yes. We elect them. Right now, there are 2 in the running for the election. Personally, I'm hoping Alavesa will win the election. Her family has lived here since the town was born. It'd be great to have somebody in the position that will only look out for the good of our fair town. Personally, I just don't trust Shandar very much. But I digress. Would you
So if
be
she was the
willing to
one that
help us out?
if she was the one that hired us to kill the monster that brings back the mead, everybody would look favorable for her in the election. Is that correct?
I really don't know politics very well. I suppose that might work.
Where can we find her?
Go kill a
She would
giant.
she would be, just one sec. Probably find her in the mead hall.
Sounds like a good place to go. Do they still serve meat even though they aren't shipping it?
Yes, they do.
It definitely sounds like a good place to go. Well, let's go to the meat hall.
I'll follow you.
Who's this person we're speaking to currently? Is it just a random bystander?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and go to the meat hall. I mean, there are worse places to contact people.
Maybe we can also catch the town gossip.
All right. So you enter the mead hall. It is, big and warm, and smells like honey.
I step up to the bar. And say, barkeep, I'll take a mug of mead. And can you tell us who's in charge here?
Your guess is as good as mine. Town's rooting for Olivessa to be in charge, but you can find her upstairs, tending to the tending to one of the bigger guest rooms upstairs. Be 1 silver for the mead.
Okay. I hand him a silver and drink mead. Can I go and see this Olivessa, or I need to wait for her to come down?
You can go upstairs.
Okay.
How
go.
occupied is the bar?
There's about 13 people in it currently.
Illiken says, go on ahead and go on up. He's going to stay down here.
Okay, well,
And he's going to listen to the gossip of the tavern.
Okay, well, I take my mug and I head up the stairs. And look in the rooms. I find one where there's a woman in there. Are you Olivessa?
Why, yes. What can I do for you?
Well, we heard that you're having trouble here with a giant, and it stopped your mead shipments. They can't be good for anybody. Wondered if we could do anything to help.
You look capable. Well, our militia went out a couple days ago, and honestly, we haven't seen them. Some of them since then, so it wouldn't help to or it wouldn't hurt to go out and maybe give them a hand. Yeah. I wasn't there. I was working that day, and yeah, I heard about it. Speaker Kendrick. He towers. He's pretty large of a man, and he tried to fight that giant off himself, and he ended up getting a grievous wound. And if any help you could provide would be great. we're missing the 3 barrels of mead that were supposed to be shipped off to Bryn Shander, and right now we're waiting on an election, I guess. And if I guess when figure out who's going to be the new speaker, maybe we can get back to delivering mead to the other towns as well.
It sounds like the speaker makes decisions for shipment, and he's not here.
He is currently dead.
Okay, well, if my group can help with your giant problem, what would the reward be?
Well, again, typically any dealings of that sort would go through the speaker of the town. However, as we currently have no speaker, I'm not sure that any of us can offer much. We could put you up here in the mead hall for a 10-day and give you free lodging here. We're but a very small town. Not much we can provide in coin. We have not really sure what more I can tell you personally. Yeah, that's it. Sorry.
Can I do an insight check on her?
Yep.
Is she lying about not really having anything to give us?
Nope.
Edward? Okay. Never mind.
Well, tell me, who's going to be the new speaker?
Well, some of the town wants me to be the speaker. I really would rather not. But the other option currently is Shandar, and some friends of mine don't want Shandar Froth to become our new town speaker. They say he's untrustworthy. I don't know him very well, but I've been urged to run against him just because my family's been here forever. I have no interest in the speakership.
Why don't your friends trust him? Is there a specific reason, or is it just a intuition, or?
Looking for the information.
While he's looking for the information, did anybody hear Sky mention that any of the characters mentioned that where the giant might be?
Not
To-
as of yet, only outside of town.
to the west.
I'm trying to let you read.
To
You
the
go ahead.
west. To the west. Toward through the forest. The person outside of the mead hall told you guys that. Answer to White's question or to Celestine's question. I don't know. He can be a bully at times. He's kind of a blowhard. There's nothing he wouldn't do for his friends. He's really popular among the town's loggers. He lives with 5 other loggers in a small house on the west side of town. Like I said, I don't really know him that well.
Would you be willing to take on the speakership for the good of the town?
Unless we can find someone else, I might have to.
Okay. And I'm part of a group of adventurers, and if we were to go out and try to find this giant, and we're able to help with the situation, would you be willing to try for the speakership?
That is definitely a possibility.
Okay. Well, I will talk to our members and see if they're willing to help you and help Mead, or I'm sorry, help Goodmead, and in the process probably make it a lot easier to get a drink. So I'll be back.
Yes, sir.
Okay. With that, I head back down to the bar and sit in the bar room and wait for the rest of our people to show up.
What's the scuttlebutt around the bar? Because Illiken and I have been listening.
And
I think I was asking the DM.
Yeah, just a sec.
He's responding to a persistent whisper.
All right. Pretty much the same thing that the Illiken, yes. Pretty much the same thing that you guys heard as you came into town. Most people are just wondering when they'll start making money again, because they haven't, with the speaker dead, they haven't been able to ship mead out, and therefore they haven't gotten any coin for the mead. And with everything that's going on, they just don't know. With Perception 22, you hear a few more rumors of people saying, people talking about wolves that can talk, and about some children going missing recently in Dugan's Hole. And you hear about some wizard that is being charged for murdering a group of adventurers in East Haven. But 90% of everything that's being said is wondering about when the when the town is going to get back to normal.
I relay that to Celestine and
The rest of
Lazen.
as they filter in.
It's nowhere.
Nowhere. Yeah, not Latham. Um. Wait, they're talking about missing children in Dugan's Hole?
Yeah, that the wolves attacked or that there was missing children in Dugan's Hole and talking wolves in Dugan's Hole.
That's new. The children part. Um. Well, if you guys are willing, let's take care of this giant here in town.
Did we decide of who we're going to be doing it for? The whole town? Are we doing it for a favor of uh, Olivia?
Olivessa.
Let's
Olivia?
just do it because we want to kill a giant.
Okay, well, uh, actually, Olivesta said that uh, she'd give us 10-day lodging. Uh, it's not a great deal, but it's something.
That's payment for us to be there. Let's go.
Well, she didn't really specify, but if she's going to give us a 10-day lodging, it seems reasonable that we should do something for her.
Okay.
And I don't know anything about the local politics, but to me, it sounds like someone who is otherwise employed but can take on the town decisions is probably a better choice than a blowhard that just wants to be a bully. Whatever. We don't need to get too involved in the local politics. We just need help.
Let's go take on a giant.
Yes.
I haven't killed a giant yet. Let's kill a giant. I've killed a couple of half giants. Never a giant. I gotta go kill a giant.
No, nowhere. As we were leaving, Bryn Chandra, you mentioned that old woman came over and talked to you about Shandar Frost.
Yes, she did.
What did she say about him? Because we are not hearing more about him, and
Well, the only thing she said really was that there's no way he should be speaker. So I I really don't know anymore, but his reputation obviously is not the greatest.
I see. And I'm assuming you know this old woman?
Yes, I remember her. I mean, when I was a younger person down in Phaedra, which is a district in the south of Bryn Shander, yeah, I remember her. And she seemed reasonable enough. I mean,
How did she know we were heading to Goodmead?
well, we haven't exactly been too careful about indicating what we're doing, and with all our questions about Goodmead and so forth, it seems reasonable. I would think that anyone making a logical assessment would just realize that we were heading that way.
Okay.
And I'm sure there's already some local gossip indicating that there's a group who is out trying to set things right.
We have kind of made a name for ourselves in a number of towns.
Yes.
Already.
Yes. And with that, I drain my mug of mead and get up and say, well, shall we go find a giant?
Illicon's
I
already
think we
standing
ought to
up.
go find a giant.
Hands on his tools to go play.
I'm holding the door open for y'all.
He's walking out.
As we are walking out the door, I hand a pair of gloves to Nowhere. The palms of the gloves, palms and insides of the glove is kind of straight leather, but the backs of the gloves, so when you close your fist, covered in wolf fur. And the fingertips of the index and middle finger on the right hand are, you can pull the tips back from the gloves so that he can still use his bow.
Well, these look very nice. I slipped them on, and they fit perfectly. You've done a great job. Thank you. What do I owe you for these?
Oh, nothing. We've been traveling together a while. We've noticed you needed a new pair.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate them. They're nice and warm.
Hunting we will go. A hunting giant we will go. Iowa giant killers we will go.
Wow, maybe you should have been a bard.
Right?
Oh yeah,
Put a
something
leash
else.
on him.
Something else that I didn't mention when you got back from the restroom. The Claudette. As you were getting close to Goodmead, Claudette shared with you guys the map that she had of 10 towns.
I was wondering why it suddenly opened up.
She acquired a map.
Did I acquire the map the same way that I acquired other things in the past?
Yes.
Yes.
I love myself.
Gorheist loves you too. He's like, thank you.
He just
All right, so
we're out the door of the mead hall and headed.
Is it west that we had to head again?
Heading
Yeah.
Head
west.
west, young man. Head west. Let's go.
He starts heading west. Getting height.
Okay, let's see if we can find some giant tracks. Shouldn't be too difficult, right?
Looks at Illicon's tracks and go,
how long ago did this incident happen? Did we find that out?
it was about a 10-day ago.
And the search party went out searching 2 days ago.
Yep. The 5 members of the militia.
So it'd probably be easier to follow the militia than trying to find tracks of that giant, since the militia probably tracked all over them.
Do we see the pet tracks of the militia, or is the snow and everything covered them up? And we're just heading westish in the direction that we were described.
Who's leading the group?
Me.
Give me a survival check.
May I assist him?
Sure. Good thing.
Thanks for the assist.
You don't see any tracks, but as you're kind of looking at the woods, trying to figure out which direction to go, a figure in cold weather clothing lurches out of the woods into plain view, running as fast as he can through the deep snow. Slung over his back are a pair of animal traps, one of which appears to contain a panicked fox. You lot might not want to go through there. It is absolutely horrible.
Which direction? Where?
That direction. points over his back.
I look behind him. Do I see the trail of blood from the fox that was trapped?
Yes.
Thank you. We're off to kill the giant. And I start tracking where he came from. I wonder if anybody's smart enough to ask this guy something.
I'm going to ask him why it's so horrible.
I was out checking my traps when I came upon them. 5 members of our militia are back there. Skulls and chests stove in. It's a messed up scene. I do not know what happened to them, but I am on my way back to Goodmead to let Kendrick know how to put the militia on to put the militia on guard, and that nobody should be going out into the forest.
I'm afraid Kendrick is dead, friend.
What? What? What do you mean he's dead?
He was killed by a giant about a week ago.
Well, that would explain the bodies.
Thank you for your information, sir. We will go on our way.
And yeah, he's moving around. He's searching. He's following the blood.
Right behind you.
It's easy enough to follow.
So this is going to lead us to the bodies of the militia, and maybe there are tracks from there to help us find whoever did it.
What did I miss? There's bodies of the militia?
Well, that's what he was saying. They're all chest and head stoved in. I'm assuming that means they're dead.
About 30 minutes later, you are deep in the woods amid the snow-covered pines. You discover the remains of the 5 militia members, who look like they were clubbed to death. New fallen snow has already begun to settle on their corpses.
Illiken starts to check the bodies.
I'm going to check for see if they have any arrows.
How fresh is the blood?
Alright,
Yeah,
give me investigation for the arrows.
Okay. What do I need to do for the bodies?
What are you looking for?
Everything. I'm investigating the bodies. I know that.
Okay.
So
Do an
you're looking
investigation.
for loot? Is that what you're doing?
I'm looking for everything. Loot, food, signs of what actually happened. Was it done by a fist? Was it done by a sword? Was it done by
Alright, give me an investigation.
Excuse me.
Arden, you find 5 arrows.
Okay.
Illiken, there's not much left other than 5 arrows that Arden picked up and a couple of broken bows, some bent swords, unusable leather armor that looks like it got shredded.
Okay. Illiken will pick up the bent swords.
Alright. You have 3 bent swords.
So how fresh is the blood?
And give me you know, are you
I am trying to power up my dead laptop right now.
okay, I will open your
And while she's doing that, after I collect the swords, I'm going to start looking for tracks away from for whatever might have caused the damage to this group of hunters.
Sorry, what did you just say?
I'm looking for the tracks, what caused the damage,
Okay.
and where it went.
Claudette with a crit, natural 20, on a medicine check. You can tell they've been dead about a day.
And I'm only saying this because I'm making sure that's a whisper mode that she's got, right?
Yeah, I forgot to take it off.
Oh, that's fine. I'll check. I think it's cool when we don't know what the other person is doing, so that's okay.
Yeah, I don't typically remember until it pops up in purple and I go, oh, that whispered. Oops.
Don't let him lie. He prefers the purple.
I do, though.
I prefer the purple too, because then it's even funner if, hey, do you notice something? Why? Just check. Okay, nope. Instead of, what is she? I'm going to check my bags.
Give me a survival check, Illiken.
Can I help him?
Yes. You are able to pick up the trail. You have identified the tracks as belonging to a Verbeeg.
They're kind of.
I'm sure you're posting that, but could somebody tell me what a Verbeeg is?
Verbeeg is. He's a giant. They're little on the smaller side as far as giants are concerned, but they're still about twice the size of.
How do you spell that?
Of Illiken here.
Basically, you can surmise that the townfolk probably thought the Verbeeg was a giant, and the townfolk probably have never seen an actual giant.
I'm trying to launch the game. It is taking a few moments. I am having to deal with hotel internet, and I apologize.
What? Hotels don't have good internet?
Just like cruise ships.
Or hospitals.
You're supposed to be recovering, not trying to play the internet.
That's heresy. Recovering is part of the internet, because then you get your mind off any pain you may be feeling.
You've obviously never been stuck in the hospital for very long.
That would be 6 months, so yes, I have.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. I understand you exactly, Ken.
You don't remember when I almost died 2 years ago? Or 4, 5, 6 years ago. You don't remember when I almost died 6 years ago and I was in the hospital for 14 days and then had to have the IV pump for another 21?
Actually, I don't remember that. Sorry, but oh yeah, actually I do know. Now that you mention it. The point is, if you didn't use the internet at all during the 14 days.
You know I did.
Okay.
Facetiousism is part of my charm.
Okay. Just
And if facetiousism was not a word before today, I have now made facetiousism a word.
That's the biggest word I've ever heard.
Sorry, I'll shut up. Let's continue the game.
So as you follow the tracks of the giant, so let's see here. You got those
Well, okay.
9.
What about the blood? While we're still there, she was checking out the blood, so I was just getting the tracks.
It's a day old, guys. The blood's a day old.
Okay. So then yes, then we're off. We're off to kill a giant. Off to kill a giant. The wonderful, wonderful.
And there's lots of spinal fluid everywhere, and it's just making me crazy.
All right, so about 3 hours in. Okay. Illiken's leading the group still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be next to him, trying to help him where he needs it.
Stay on topic.
All right, Illiken, give me a dexterity save. At disadvantage.
Have I already rolled for stealth by chance?
Nobody has.
You said athletics?
No, a dexterity save.
I think I only said that to you. I can
No,
do
that's
another
fine.
roll if you want me to.
No, you're good. Out of seemingly nowhere, Illiken, you're looking off towards the right, and out of the corner of your left eye, with no time to flinch, a snowball pegs you in the temple.
How big is Snowball?
Probably golf ball sized,
Oh.
or
Okay.
regular size.
Was it an ice snowball or was it just a snowball?
Just snow.
Okay, I jerked to my right. You said right?
You were looking to the right. It came from your left.
Okay. I jerked to my left and I'm off. I don't even know what hit me. I just know something hit me.
And you give me your perception check. Yeah, up on a small hill to you see a distant form. And it is standing up there going
Since I see it, I'm off. I'm running with my tools out. I do not look like a pretty beast.
I'll run with Illiken up the hill, kind of off to the side, so I can possibly give him cover.
And I will follow as well.
As I'm running, can I tell what this thing is?
Give me a nature check.
Nowhere. Which way did you go off of Illiken's? Did you go left or right?
I went to his right.
I'm going to go off to his left. That way we can encircle whatever's up there.
And my question as a player, not as a character, was the footprints that I was following leading towards this hill, or were they turning to the right?
They were going straight.
Okay, so
And
I'm
you-
still pretty
you-
much the same direction that they were coming from.
You're off to the left. You were looking right, you were walking straight, and now you're running to the left.
Okay. Yeah, it was what I thought it was when I started reading.
You recognize it as some sort of elemental, but you're not sure the exact type.
Do I see this thing?
By now, I would say yes.
Do I recognize it?
Give me a nature check.
Oh, Celestine, go!
You would recognize it as a Chwinga, which is a small elemental that likes to play jokes on people. Likes to have fun.
Yeah. Likes to do pranks and that kind of thing. I understand. I know what they are. Okay. So, I guess we're chasing it down.
As
Looking is, because nobody's telling them any different.
as it sees you getting closer and looking angry, it starts running away.
Wait, have you seen a giant?
Yeah, I'm laughing on the outside only because have you seen my character?
Yes, but I'm talking about bigger than you.
I know, but I'm picturing the scene, and it's like he sees this big ugly thing chase him, so he just took off. And you want to say, "Do you see the giant?"
Are you going to continue to run after
I'm gonna
this
stop
thing?
him because he got hit with a snowball, and he was on a hunting mentality.
Looking, there's no point. Just calm down. There's no point in chasing it.
But it attacked us.
No, it didn't attack you.
I felt getting hit.
It threw a snowball at you, that's all.
He was trying to play. He's just playing around. They're tricksters, pranksters. They're not trying to hurt you. They're just playing around.
Verheis will attempt to throw Snowball back.
No, you're not Verheis.
Sorry, Illiken will attempt to throw Snowball back just in frustration and starts walking back.
Arden moved back to the trail.
Need to roll for stealth again.
Probably since you yelled out at them.
That was not a archery bow. That was just me shooting the snowball. I missed royally. I think I hit myself with the snowball on that one.
I liked my other roll.
At this point, you're getting on to be about 10 o'clock at night.
Oh yeah, because of the darkness, he can't see beyond. He lights a torch and asks, "Do you guys want to camp right here by this the trail, or do you want to keep on going?"
Do we see any good place that would shelter us from the cold?
Whoever is looking, give me a survival check.
Does anybody want to help me?
I help you. If I can get my thing to do it.
I hope Celestine can find a place for us to stay.
Your shadow looks.
All
really
I see is snow.
Yeah, Celestine can find a nice snowdrift that's up high or pretty stacked high right next to a little patch of trees. With some work, you can get it cleared out and nice big area for you guys to sleep in.
Illiken, while Celestine and them are doing that, is going to be marking the trail just so that in the morning he's able to easily find out where it was and can start at least looking in that general area.
Okay.
And then he comes back and joins the group. He passes out, since it's cold outside and we don't have a lot of food, he passes out a berry to everybody.
We don't have a lot of food? Okay.
That way we don't have to use rations if we don't need to, type of thing. Their rations are cold, so just as bad as eating a berry automatically feeds you for a day.
No, I'll take the berry and I'll move over and start building a small sleeping space.
What type of a night patrol do we want to set up?
I'll take first watch.
I'll take the second watch.
And I'll take the last watch.
And I'll take the one between those.
Okay. You're gonna have to explain this to me.
Arden and I are both elves, so we can both take 4 hours.
In that case, there's no point in the other watches.
Okay. No, Illiken wouldn't think about this, so never mind.
Okay. What were you wanting me to explain, Sky?
That was that.
Oh, sorry.
That we're not doing a 12-hour watch, so. Okay. Then It is 3:06. Let's go ahead and take a 15-minute break, and then we'll get back. We will do the watches.
Okay.
Sorry I'm late. My concept of time's not very good today, I guess.
You freaking island people, I swear.
Island people?
Island time.
It's 5
People
o'clock
on the
somewhere.
people on the islands operate on a different time schedule.
Just show up when they feel like it?
Yep.
That's definitely me.
Celestine, give me a perception check.
Oh, what? I'm sorry?
Perception. Yeah, it's a quiet night. Wind's going a little bit. As you peer out, on the ridgeline, you can see a couple of chwingas playing. But other than that, uneventful.
How far away are these stringers?
Probably about 45, 50 feet.
Okay, I'll just keep an eye on them and... Yeah, that's about it. No point in interacting if I don't think they're gonna to pay attention to us. I guess at the end of my watch, I will... You did say it was the end of my watch, right?
Yep.
Okay. I will go up and quietly wake Arden. Try not to wake anyone else. And just be like, there's a few chewingos up there. I didn't think it was a good idea to try to interact with them, but other than that, I think it's a pretty quiet night.
I'll get up and stretch and say, okay, I got it. Get some sleep.
I'll just kind of nod and sit down and get in my bedroll.
Yeah. You don't see the Schwingas, but yeah, it's still a nice quiet night. Little bit of wind, nothing howling, nothing horrible. Location Celestine found seems to have blocked the wind with the small patch of trees. So extremely uneventful and regularly cold.
Okay, at the end of my since it's the end of my shift, I'll go around and touch everybody on the foot. Tell them time to get up. I'll go over and pack up my gear.
Sky, how are you working the time in the game?
as far as
Like, well, for example, in the games I run, I usually assume, like, when they're traveling, there's 12 hours of travel time, 4 hours of downtime, and then the 8-hour rest.
yeah.
So, are you doing the same thing, or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I based on so yesterday, you guys woke up, had breakfast, you walked around town for probably about an hour or two, and then got started. Took you guys about 9 hours to get to Goodmead. Should have taken you about 6, but Silicon got a little bit lost on the way. And then so that would have gotten you late afternoon to Goodmead, and then with discussions and drinking at the mead hall and listening to rumors and stuff, and then getting started, you had 3 hour march to the where the Chwinga being Silicon in the head.
Okay. I was just curious if when we go to, or when we stop to rest for the night, if we do have that 4 hours of downtime to do professions and such.
Yep.
Awesome.
Well, the giant must not be very bloodthirsty because he didn't come try to attack us at night.
That's okay. He still stole ale. We can get him.
So as you get up and look outside, look and give me a survival check. That stuff you did last night, it's gone.
I asked for others' help to find the stuff.
I'll help.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and look around, look for tracks or whatever we can find.
We need investigation or perception.
It'll be survival. So with Arden, with Celestine helping you, you got that 12. So, it takes you a little bit, but you get yourself turned right around and find the tracks. Start marching off. And after about Celestine, give me a perception check. You'll notice, kind of out of the corner of your eye, that the Chwinga is just kind of following your party. Yeah. Far out, like 80, 60, 70, 80 feet out. Kind of wobbling back and forth, following quietly. But after about 5 hours, you will get
to
This Chewinga, is it just one following us?
Yep.
Hey, Illiken, you got any of those berries left?
I have 10 fresh ones. And
Can-
then 10 not so fresh ones.
Give me the, 4 or 5 of the not so fresh ones. If you don't mind. Maybe I should say, may I have 4 or 5 of the not so fresh ones?
He gives the last of the ones from the dead body.
Last of the ones from the dead body? You got berries off the dead body?
Sorry, not. I started a lot of those. I give him 8.
Okay. I will kind of take a few steps away from the trail that we're on. Look back at the Chewinga to make sure he's watching. And just make kind of a little pile of the berries on top of the snow. And leave them there. And back to the party and continue on our path.
the tracks lead to a frozen stream, and along it up to a rocky hillside with pines growing around its base. Set into the hill are 3 caves. The frozen creek emerges from the west cave, which has a low-hanging mouth. The center cave, an 8-foot-high passage hewn from the rock, is moderately blocked by a tight stand of conifers and 2 massive fallen logs. The northeast cave has a big, yawning mouth, and flickers of light emanate from within. The tracks of your quarry head through this entrance.
Start at the smallest one, work our way up.
Well, the tracks lead to the one.
I switched maps. White.
Okay, so the 3 caves are in front of us, gotcha.
I'm in pitch black.
That's because you do not have dark vision.
Then I light a torch.
Wait, is it dark?
Always dark.
That's right, sorry.
I'll get about, 2.5 to 3 hours of dusk every day.
I light a torch so I can see a lot better if you can make that possible.
Yep. That is 30, right? Or is that 20?
Torch should be 20/20, I believe. 20 bright light, 20 dim light.
Wow. What happened to my map?
this area?
What,
Nice.
what was that, Claudette?
Did we come from this area?
You came from the south.
Okay.
You were basically following this stream here up to where you are.
Left, right, or center?
I don't think we need to go in the small one because I don't think a giant's going to be hiding in the small one.
Yeah, but okay. Because Illicon's like, yeah, but a small one? If there's nothing in and the giant comes in from the front, that's okay. We're protected from the back. If we leave the small something and there's something in the small one, then we're exposed. So that's why I'm saying clear the small one and then work our way over.
As much as I hate to say it, there's a certain kind of logic to that.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Left or right? Right, go for that.
So the center cave is the center one here is about 8 feet tall. This one's sitting about 5 feet tall. The low hanging. So Illican, you're going to have to
crawl.
Yeah.
I get down and I start crawling. Does it ever increase?
Not yet.
I stop right about there. And I'm going to do a perception check before I go any further.
All right. Everybody else gonna follow him? It's a dark cave.
Okay, I don't see anything. It keeps on going.
Can I check for traps or anything fun?
Thieves' tools check.
Okay. And do I see what I think I see to our right?
You don't. You see a cave.
And was that dexterity?
Yes.
Okay, because I see the icon and I didn't know if that was something there or not.
You got a 7 perception. You see a cave.
That works with me. No, I'm okay with that. I'm blind in the dark. That's why I was making sure of what I was seeing.
There are no traps. You are certain.
I'll whisper and try to get Arden's attention. Tell him to come over this direction.
Sky, what do I see down this right passageway?
Give me a perception check. Looks like a big lump of something leaning up against a against a wall.
Hey, Celestine, do you see that big lump of something leaning up against a wall? And I point towards it.
Do I see this big lump of something? I'm sorry, I didn't hear anything.
Just a sec. trying to get stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm asking you if you see this big lump of something that I kind of see down the hallway.
Yeah, I'm checking with the DM here. He's doing something.
Philip, can I grab your britches before you move forward?
When the DM is doing other stuff, it's probably not a good idea to move around. Just saying.
I had already asked him about what I saw, and that's why, because I could keep going without worrying about it. He'd already clarified for me. So Illikin was doing what he was doing.
And I'm still grabbing your britches.
I stopped because somebody stopped me. I stopped. But now I have to wait for the DM to come back so that I can, so it can be action specific. Since I have to wait for him to answer Celestine's answers, then I can say to you, what do you want? Order of precedence.
All right, Celestine, give me a perception check. Okay, you see a Verbeeg leaning up against a wall, cross-legged in the tunnel. A lit torch on the floor nearby. The Verbeeg is sharpening a stone knife.
Okay, I'll kind of put my hands out to stop everyone, and put my finger to my lips. Kind of a shush kind of gesture, and try to motion for everyone to step further back into the cave that we came from.
You also happen to see a pretty large spear leaning up against the wall.
Verheis notices the shush motion as Claudette pulls on his pants leg.
That's a pretty good sight that Verheis has all the way from the Margrave.
Illikin, okay.
I couldn't resist.
Sorry. As everyone comes back, I will very quietly whisper that there's a Verbeeg over there.
Okay. How close is Illikin to you? And are you able to prevent him from doing anything stupid? As he's leaning over and, pretty much crawling.
I don't know. I pulled you back into gestured for you to move back into the cave. How far back did you move back? Are you where you are now?
I moved back with you guys, but then you told me that the giant was over there, and that's what I'm here to kill. He's excited.
Well, then you're next to me. That's how close you are to me.
You prevent him from doing anything stupid.
That's not my job.
Okay.
I just look at you and say, let's have a plan.
Oh. I swing again, I swing again. Good plan.
Let's see. He's got a count of what? 6 dead bodies in the woods, and then the speaker.
Puny humans.
And they're all smashed.
Can we tell whether or not he's alone? By any indications, Mr. Psycho Meow?
No, he
I
he
think
looks
over
alone.
Claudette, you want to go see if he's alone?
You have a death
I'll go
wish?
see if I can see anything.
She's a rogue. She does better hiding than all of us if she sneaks.
Up to there and look. You need me to roll a perception again?
Oh no, as far as seeing it now that Celestine's seen it and pointed it out, I think everybody can. Yep. All right. So yeah, from where you're at. Uh, yeah, you see the Burbig, and further off to the east, you see a campfire. That's about it.
Okay, so who wants to go first? I know I'm right.
Can you steal the pike or his weapon that's leaning against the wall?
She's stealthy. She's not invisible.
I don't know if he's awake or not. If it's behind
He's
him.
sitting up, sharpening a stone knife.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I say
As
we go.
usual, Illiken's trying to tell us how to do our jobs.
No, Illiken's asking a question.
I think it'd be a really great idea to throw something that makes noise to the other side of him. Or maybe have half the group go around and kind of attack him from both sides. Maybe, if this actually makes a circle.
Illiken don't mind that. Maybe he can stand up on the other side since the other guy can.
So how you want to do this? Circle around, just send one person, two people. What's the plan?
I'll go around with Illiken.
I'm going to move up here and take out my.
Let you go first in case there's something there that I don't see.
No, I'm going to take out my longbow and knock an arrow and wait.
Before I go into this room with all this stuff, can I check for traps?
Yes, go ahead.
I'm going to notch an arrow.
So we got the 3 ranged on one side and the 2 melee ran around to the other side. Gotcha.
You are 100% sure that there has probably never been a trap in this hallway.
Yeah. How come I have a feeling I'm going to step on something that's going to alert the stupid thing? Okay, let's go.
Well, be careful you don't step on those bones. You punch your bone.
And as
that'll
you
wake
step
him up.
right there, you kick a ceramic canister. And you hear a whistle pierce the air loudly. Roll initiative.
Can we charge?
Can I do something as I hear that whistle?
Yes. Go ahead and roll initiative, and Arden and Nowhere both have knocked arrows they can release as a surprise round, and yeah, he can have a surprise round.
Okay, I would like to use my bead of blessing to bless Arden, Nowhere, and myself.
Okay.
I appreciate the blessing. And with that, I loose my arrow at this creature.
I take slow aim and release.
That hits. That hits as well.
Arden's game back is gibberish.
Arden, do you mind if I add a couple things to your character sheet? So you can benefit from the bless? It'll only take a moment. Hello? Am I being heard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He asked if he could take your sheet over for a moment to do something to it. Dad. So that you benefit from his skill.
Okay. Fine by me.
Okay. All yours again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, were we supposed to? Oh.
Alright, so the Rubig hears some type of noise to the south of him. And right about that time, he starts to get up and gets pegged in the shoulder by 2 arrows. And he gets up and grabs a spear. Arden, go ahead and take your turn.
I'm going to engage with my bow again.
That'll hit. Anything else?
No.
So, as Duke's getting up, he grabs his spear, looks over at your group. And we'll attack Arden twice. A 26 and a 13.
26 hits.
Will be for 23 points of piercing damage.
Ouch!
I didn't hear it. What?
23 points of piercing damage.
That's good. I'm dead.
That took you down.
Yeah, about 5 points more than what I got.
Okay. You're at 0 then. And that will be the end of his turn. What?
Do I get sneak attack since he wasn't?
Wasn't paying attention to you and doesn't know that you're there, so yes.
Okay. We're going to try to hit him with the scimitar.
That'll hit.
Then we're going to hit him with the offhand.
And that'll hit.
Supposed to get sneak attack on the offhand.
No. You can get sneak attack once per round.
Okay.
And then remind me what your wounding does.
Yeah, okay. Something about dexterity, I think.
The start of each of the wounded creature's turns, it'll take 1d4 necrotic.
Yeah, and then it has to roll a D15 Constitution saving throw. And it stacks every time it doesn't save.
Nowhere.
That's the end of my... Oh. Nope, I can't use a bonus action because I already used a bonus action. Never mind. That's the end of my turn.
Nowhere.
Yes. I draw another arrow and shoot him again. It's 15 hit.
15 does not hit.
Okay, then. I guess that's it. I only get one shot per turn, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, well.
We're still baby adventurers.
Yeah. It'll get better. Or I'll die.
I'm thinking we might be dying because it one-shot Arden.
Well, I'm going to move back a ways. Okay. That's the end of my turn.
All right, Celestine.
Okay, I'm going to turn into my starry form. Chalice. And then I will grab see what will it take for me to grab Arden and pull him back? Is that going to take my action?
Athletics. Oh, I don't know. How do you normally work it?
I usually let them grab for free and then give them half movement.
Sounds great.
Okay, so you still want the athletics check. Just make sure I can do it.
Yeah. No issue.
Okay. So Arden, I should be able to pull you back 10 spaces.
Okay.
And while I'm doing that, I will heal him using Cure Wounds. For 22 health. So Arden, believe that should bring you up to full.
Close enough.
22, your max health should be...
My max, was 18.
Okay, so it should bring you up to full.
Okay, I counted it out, and it.
Well,
You were at 0. You weren't at -5. You were at 0.
yeah,
Oh.
you don't... In 5e, you don't go below 0. It's either 0 or dead.
Okay.
And the only way to die from a single hit like that would be to take the entirety of your health pool above your health pool. So he would have had to hit you for at least 36 to kill you in a single shot.
Okay.
Anything else for Celestine?
That was bonus action, movement, and action, so no, we're good.
Illiken.
I actually rolled really well on that heal.
Yeah. Good.
The 23 hits.
Can't remember what Absorb Elemental does.
Absorb elements. When you are hit, you can absorb an element, one of the elements. And then I think you can use it back on them or something like that. But
Yeah, you can use it to absorb the elemental damage of a spell or attack, and then add it to your attack on your next attack. But it's a reaction thing, so it's not something you use on your turn usually.
Does this guy look like he's been hit at all?
Well,
he looks a little unnerved.
well, I put 2 arrows in him.
From deep within the cave, you hear, "Me friend."
And how do I use Favorite Foe the next time?
Tell me you're using favored foe.
Is that a bonus action?
Yes.
So I get 1 hit with that. Okay.
It adds to your attack, essentially. Wait, no, was that...
Whenever I use that, I only get 1 swing.
Just a sec. I think we had said that this was a free action.
Okay.
That's
So,
what it looks like.
when you hit a creature with an attack roll, you can call on the mystical bond with nature to mark the target. So it sounds like it's a free action, so you would still get both your hits. You would just say, "I'm marking this as my favorite foe."
Okay. Well, that's what I would do, but I'll do. Oh wait, I forgot it this time. I'll do it next time.
All right. Arden.
Okay. I'm gonna attack with my bow. Wait a minute. Can I hit him from the position I'm at right now?
No. You would have. Mm, Yeah, I would say no.
All right. If I move, okay, after I engage him, can I move back?
Yeah, you have your full movement, so you can
Okay.
uh whatever your movement is, 30, so you can move up to that in your turn.
Okay. I'm going I'm going to move to where I can engage him over here. Engage him with the bow. Is that a hit?
White quarter cover is +2.
Yes.
Yes, that hits.
And then I'm going to move back.
Is that for you? It for you?
Yes.
Getting sliced a couple times, he will turn around and look down at Claudette and over at Ellican and back down at Claudette. And he will do his first attack at Claudette and his second attack at Ellican.
Oh God.
Didn't you
22
reverse
Claudette.
those? Yeah, you hit.
12 Ellican.
Pelican, I don't think so. Yeah, no, you don't hit me.
Okay.
I was
19 to
hoping you did.
Claudette. He will let out another loud whistle. Or rather, okay, I guess that, yeah. Claudette, it is your turn.
Did you roll for your damage?
I did not roll damage.
But he did, because I
You want me to roll a 1d4?
Yes.
And then you need to roll a
15. So he negates it.
I think you still get the damage. It's just
Yes.
now you've ended the
Yeah.
effect.
He's negated the effect. Yep.
Okay. So
At least until this turn where you probably pause it again.
I'm hoping so.
Oh,
Do
he's
I
happy.
or no?
What's that?
Do I get advantage because I'm close to a foe? Or is it just that's just sneak attack?
I think that's just sneak attack, right, White?
Yeah, it just gives you sneak attack.
I'm gonna make up for it with the
Yep. So that one hits, and you do get sneak attack on that.
and I am going to move right there. That's still within his 5 space thing, right?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I'm
No.
gonna as a shield looking. Sorry, I was over talking you, Sky. Nowhere?
Yes?
It's your turn.
Okay. Why couldn't I move that?
You did move.
It seems strange. No, I moved it up 2, and then when I let go, it moved back. It's kind of weird.
They don't like you.
I don't know. I still see it up 2.
Well, yeah, but that was the second time. $15 hit.
15 does not.
Okay, and I move back, and I guess I'm done.
Celestine.
I can see Claudette from here, right? Just like through the Verbeeg's feet or legs or whatever.
Sure.
Okay, can I tell that she's hurting?
You can tell that she's really hurting. Like barely standing, like hobbling, like grabbing onto Billiken's waist.
Okay, I will cast a spell on her. And heal her for 14. Well then, oh crap, I can't cast it. I guess I'll use my Thorn Whip since I can't use a normal spell. 17 hit.
17 will hit.
2 points of damage.
The healing then goes to you.
No, It was a mistake. That was shouldn't have been checked. Ignore that healing.
Yeah.
And that'll be all.
Good looking.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yes, yes, it did.
It couldn't have been the reverse. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Neither of those hit.
And he can't do anything else, so he sits there.
We'll say you got your bow marker on there, though.
Yeah, I do.
Nowhere do you have Hunter's Mark?
No.
He does not have any spells. He is not a hunter or ranger.
Does Arden have a hunter's mark?
No, he's got the foe thing as well.
Okay. So I don't know if he knows about it or not.
Know about what?
You're on your character sheet. There is something that says favored foe.
Oh,
So take a look at that. That gives you some extra damage, but you got to let me know that you're using it on a specific foe, and then you got to take away. You have 2 charges for long rest. So you just have to take away one of them when you use it.
okay. I forgot about that.
All right.
Oh, bloody dang.
That's a big ass bear.
Yeah.
Arden, it's your turn.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Don't forget you've got a druid in the party who might look poorly on someone who shoots a bear.
I'm just trying to figure out if the bear is attacking us, but
It's a good point. You don't know. It might be friendly.
I know. I'm just saying I don't know.
It almost also might love elf meat. But you don't know.
I don't know, so I'm gonna shoot the guy I do know. How's that? Alright, I'm gonna use favorite foe. I'm gonna shoot the giant. The longbow.
That'll 18, that'll just barely hit.
Hey. Not a miss. Then I'm gonna move back. I can't. I think. Yeah. I'm a hide. I'm just hoping we're doing some serious damage to that giant.
Me too.
Yeah, he's not looking great. He's definitely looking hurt. He's gonna look over at Illiken. $14.
Does not hit. He just feels a little bit better because he's not the only one missing. I'm invincible. You can't hit me. Come on now.
Caught it.
Hold on a second. Okay, we're gonna try with our Scimitar of Wounding again.
Negative.
Try with our offhand.
That one hits. 4 or 5.
Because I had to use my offhand, which was my bonus action, I cannot disengage. So I'll stay right there, and that's the end of my turn.
Nowhere, you're up.
Hi, Felix.
Okay. Move. Up here. And then I'm going to fire my longbow again. And miss. One, two, I'm gonna go down.
Yeah.
And that's the end of my turn.
Elstein.
Okay. First thing I'm going to do is reach into my pack and use a scroll. I have a scroll of animal friendship. I will link the spell here.
Gotta love that scroll.
Well, I haven't used a scroll before now. I've used my own spell. But I'm using the scroll now because I want to save spell slots for healing. I will use this scroll on this giant bear that is shambling towards me.
It is now charmed by you.
I will shout out, "Nobody hurt the bear."
What about the one coming at us?
I said, "Don't hurt the bear."
There is another one behind us.
And that's not a bear. Of course, Celestine doesn't know that. That's a giant. Thank you.
I always love it when I say something and people just think that I don't know what I'm talking about. I love it, love it.
But there's not another one behind you. It's a bear. I said don't hurt the bear. That's not a bear. So you don't know what you're talking about. Man.
Children, do I need to put you in separate corners?
We don't get much further apart than Colorado and North Carolina.
True. South Carolina, but true.
You gotta love
I'm moving further and further every day.
Alright, so that was your action. You got a bonus.
Feelings.
Well, what I would like to do is throw
Denied.
a band of stars, or bead of stars, but that would hurt the bear. I really don't want to hurt the bear because right now he's not attacking us.
Send the bear away! Send the bear away!
So I guess, no, there's nothing else I want to do at the moment.
Alright, looking. War pick hits.
That bless is not supposed to be a part of it. I thought that was my extra 1d4.
No worries. The 24 hits. Sure you have your favorite foe up checked when you...
I do. Still got my 3.
Alright, the bear will look over at Celestine and kind of do like a... I don't know if bears really whimper, but kind of like look at Celestine and go, hmm?
Is there no one supposed to tell it what to do?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting to go that far. Can I get it to attack the verbeek?
Sure.
Cool! I'm so glad he's not attacking.
Charmed, you get to try it at every round, right?
It's animal friendship. It just says it breaks if one of us hit it. So I would say when it takes damage. It doesn't say anything about it breaking every round or anything like that.
Okay.
Other than that, it lasts for 24 hours.
$5D100.
I have no clue what he's doing.
Don't worry about it. Holy crap!
Me friend. They're both against Claudette.
I'm down.
So they both hit?
Yep.
Damn it. Sorry. 12 points of piercing damage.
Just the 12 point.
Oh crap, that was not supposed to be the Verbeek. Just a sec. Don't take that damage. Okay, so that's what it was supposed to be. Just one attack and it'll be 16. Bludgeoning.
I'm down.
What were you at before? I thought you were like almost full.
I was at 16.
Oh, okay. Arden, it's your turn.
I'm going to move out from hiding. Going to use that favorite foe again, and I'm going to engage with my bow.
That'll hit. And with this one being marked as your favorite foe, like you don't take it each time. It just continues until this guy dies.
Okay.
So you don't have to. So you've got a check mark saying that you've got 2 favorite foes. You should have 1 now. You don't have to do that until you choose another one as your favorite foe.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood when I read the thing. Anyway, which point I'm going to make a strategic movement to the rear.
Dude will, or Verbeek dude will, attack Illiken again. $18.
He's swinging at me.
Yep.
He hits. Barely, but he hit.
Barely.
For 19 piercing.
Yeah, barely. He's barely alive.
So I take 8.
Nice.
Awesome. Claudette is down. Death saving throw.
Ouch.
That's 2 death saving throws.
That's 2 failures.
Yeah. Nowhere.
I'm gonna move up here and try my longbow again. Ah,
That'll definitely hit.
okay. That's 9 piercing. That's a little better.
Is that the magic boat, Scott?
What's that?
I was asking if that was that magic one you got.
Oh, I don't have a magic bow.
I don't remember you getting a magic bow.
Oh, I thought you picked the bow up from the mirror place.
The Elven Tomb. Did we pick up a magic bow there?
I don't have one.
Oh, yes. There was an unstrung bow of warning.
Oh, so it doesn't do anything other than the warning.
Warn you.
Who took that, by the way?
I did.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, but I don't have anything to string it with. I don't know if I could use it if I did.
Wait. Besides, it's a short bow anyway, isn't it?
Yes.
So, you would want to use your long bow anyway.
Yes.
No, that's cool. I was just wondering because I saw the +5, so that was an actual question. Well, it's not even.
Anything else for Noah?
No, that's all I can do. Thank you.
If you hover over that +5 icon, it shows you where those numbers came from. I'll move up here and hoping I can still see Claudette laying down, hurting.
Sure.
I will heal her for 20.
I weakly smile at you and give you a thumbs up signal.
And then I will use my Thorn Whip again as my action.
That will not hit.
Damn it. And then I will move back down, and that's it for me.
Illiken.
Do you need to direct that cave bear each time?
On his turn.
Yeah, I realize that, but I just wondered if it was a standing order or not.
That's up to Sky.
Yeah, it's fine. Both of them hit.
I don't know why I rolled the double one. Top one.
Because of the crit, but it doesn't matter. So.
Okay. Hurt is his guy.
He's barely standing and looking very angrily at you.
Attack the Verbeeg.
Ooh, neither of them hit.
It's okay, you try.
Ogre sees Claudette lying on the ground. $14.
If it's equal, you're attacking me on the ground.
Yep.
Okay, so it's equal.
Okay.
Technically it's a 15
11.
because she's on the ground, so you get advantage.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, Opal.
Well, either way, it would have still hit, but
True.
11 piercing.
Tell me to shut up if I speak up too often.
Oh, good. I mean, and I.
Hey, White.
I'm sorry.
That's not what I was expecting. I was expecting you to say, yeah, and I was gonna shut up.
Yeah, that's,
Just to be a
that's what I
dick.
figured.
Arden, it's your turn.
And I'm gonna attack the giant with the bow.
That'll hit.
Come on.
Go, Dad, go!
And I'm doing my strategic movement to the rear. And that'll end my turn.
While looking down at Illiken, well, down-ish at Illiken, he will just give him a really nasty look and start to raise his spear up to attack again as that arrow pegs him in the neck, and he just flops down on the ground.
Great shot, Arden.
Pelican gives thumbs up. Thumbs up.
What it?
You should choose better friends.
Teen will hit.
Can I use my offhand?
White.
I don't see one out.
Okay. And it's
just
still attack.
That's just an attack, not an attack action, right? Well, even if it is an attack action, offhand is bonus action, so yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Stabbing up his balls.
That'll hit as well.
Wait, if you're stabbing at his balls with a sword, where the hell did you try to bite him? And do we want to know about this?
Ankle.
Sure.
Like multiple, hey, you did 3 times the amount of damage because of what you just hit.
Alright, so that gets you, I think, 4 health as well.
I will gladly add it.
But you... Does it... Oh, okay, never mind. I'm confused. Confusing myself. It's all good.
Okay.
Nowhere.
Right. So
Unless you were
just
looking
stand
at...
up after.
Sorry, I walked on you. What's up?
I'm going to use my movement to stand up.
Okay. Nowhere, it is your turn.
Okay. Question: This cave bear is still friendly. Is that right?
As far as you can tell.
All right, then. I think I'm gonna go back out of the cave. And I can't really see anything, so I guess that's the end of my turn. Well, wait a minute. I can dash, can't I? Also. Okay. Okay, I got that far, and I still can't see anything, so I guess that's the end of my turn.
Philistine.
Would I be able to go up there and squeeze past the bear?
Since it's friendly at this point, I would say yes.
Okay, I will carefully climb over the Verbeeg. And I will pull a bead off my necklace. Actually, I take that back. I'm just gonna fire a guiding star at this ogre.
That will hit.
Yeah, the next attack against it has advantage. Other than that, that's my turn.
Ilkin.
Move up so I can hit it.
Both of them hit.
What'd you say?
Both of them hit. Were you marking this one as your second favored foe of the day?
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks for taking care of that on my character.
Alright. And Bear will just come up and nuzzle Celestine.
Can I, can I give it a ration and then tell it to go back to bed and back to sleep?
Does your cave bear behave any better than our dogs?
So far.
So how does this last one look right now?
It is hanging on its last leg.
Cool. Well, considering Claudette bit his other one off. Yeah, I can see it.
It is going to be attacking you. 16.
Who is it attacking?
You.
It does not succeed. Wait, yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It equals, yes.
Country.
Or 13 bludgeoning.
He staggers back a little bit. That was weak!
Arden, it's your turn. It's 5 o'clock. Do you guys want to keep going and kill this dude, or continue next week?
Might as well go one more round.
One more round, please.
One more round probably ends it.
Arden.
All right. I'm gonna move up to where I can see the creature. Maybe. Okay, I can see the creature.
Arden for the win.
I'm gonna mark this one as a favorite foe.
Okay.
Attack with the longbow.
That'll hit. How do you want to do this?
Oh! The arrow penetrated that creature's eye and came out the backside with gray matter and blood just splattering all over.
I don't think Claudette's ever been more aroused.
I was about to say, I might just jump on this and start.
So, is his blood fresh enough for you to heal yourself?
We're about done.
As long as it's still pumping in his chest.
Well, he's still hanging in. He's laying there bleeding all over the place. Get him filled up.
You already have a straw. Wait, no, you cut that off so there's no more straw.
Okay. Nobody hurt the bear.
No, we didn't hurt the bear.
I'm just repeating it because he's a friendly bear for at least 24 hours.
Okay, so what do we do after 24 hours? Do we get a pair of a new pair of mittens?
If you're gonna be that way about it, I'll make gloves for you last.
Well, the question is what happens when the bear returns back to its normal self? Is it the one attacking children?
We haven't heard anything about a bear doing anything.
So next week we'll have to come and check. We'll have to clear out the rest of this cave and find out about if there's other creatures in here, or if the ale is here. Looking at nowhere. Or meat is here.
Yeah, you'll be able to sniff it out.
and maybe have a drink and relax and for the night before we go back and turn it all in and find out what's here.
So is that what you want to continue to do, or is that what you plan on doing when we pick up the game again?
When we pick up the game again. If the battle is done.
I'm game for that.
Okay. So we're calling it then, or?
Yeah. It's good day. We killed it. We killed the two that we needed to. When we come back, it'll be okay. We gotta search, and we're at a good stopping point. Instead of going to search and finding out, well, now we killed ourselves because we started searching. We're gonna have some issues next week.
Just a call of session and decide what to do next week.
Sounds good.
Works for me.
Leo.
We survived. Woohoo!
Barely.
And Claudette got to enjoy her fetish. So that's always a good thing.
And thanks, Celestine, for saving my life. Appreciate that.
That's kind of my job. I mean, I'm literally the group healer, so. But you
Well,
are welcome.
yeah, I wasn't enjoying being dead at all. Just
I was worried for Claudette with her natural one.
Yeah, that would have been bad. Could have been bad.
Yeah.
My natural what?
Your nat one for the death save.
Oh yeah.
Hey, don't worry, you still got only one more chance. Oh no.
Oh no, Celestine saved me. Thank God.
We know the best part.
That's kind of where like those advantage on initiative and all this other stuff like doesn't pay off. Um, especially like in Margrave, because like every so often I kind of like not being at the top of the turn order because if I'm at the bottom and someone gets hit and I'm between them and the enemy, then I can heal. Otherwise, might not be so well.
Yeah.
All I know is I kept thinking, well, I have a berry, but that means I'd have to bend down, give you the berry, and expose myself to a big club. I can't do that.
Barry doesn't work anyway because she'd have to chew and swallow it, and she's unconscious.
It would take a turn, but I could shove it down her throat. That's why it's one of those where instead of just it takes some action.
I think you could feed her a potion. I don't think you could feed her a berry.
Oh, okay.
I'm really wondering if he just wants to shove something down my throat.
It's kind of the way it's sounding.
It's really how it's sounding. Then again, you're also biting Ogre's balls, so
No, I bit his ankle. I stabbed him in the balls.
That's what you say now. We all know what you were thinking.
You know, what would you guys do without a woman in the group, you know?
There are
You guys
two
would
in the
have to
group.
make a whole
Thank you
bunch
very
of
much.
gay jokes. You guys would have to make a whole bunch of gay jokes.
There are 2 women in the party. Thank you very much.
That just proves her
Yes.
point, Jeff. That just proves her point.
No,
But
it doesn't.
I don't see you biting or being asked if you're going to be swallowing or having anything shoved down your throat.
Because I'm probably gonna be the last one standing. Yes, I know. I took that not the way you intended it. Anyway, I think I'm done for the night.
I am.
I'm
We'll see
done.
most of you on Friday next week, and then the rest of you we'll see next Sunday.
All right.
Y'all have a good week.
Yeah.
you too.
Good night, all.
Love you, Dad. Night,
Next
Daniel.
week.
Fun.
My apologies. The laptop got knocked with no power, and with no power, it dies.
We didn't realize you did good. You're good.
Well, you guys have a good weekend.
You as well.
You too.
All right. Bye bye.
Makes a lot more sense.
Hmm.
I was sitting here on the map, and there's this great big black square over the campfire that looked like a bunch of smoke rising. And I refreshed my Roll20, and it actually looks like smoke rising now. That makes more
Ah.
sense. Anyway, have a good night then.
You as well.